Heroes and villains are a product of our society. I finished watching the Flash series, and I think on season 5 of the Arrow series. And what gets me, what's still annoying throughout these shows is when you meet a villain and they say, "How could he do something like that? How could she do something like that?" As if it was some sort of alien species, something from out of this world. I think in the really real world, the prison's full of rapists, arsonists, torturers, murderers, kidnappers, white collar criminals, and other masterminds, and not including those that are still out in the streets. Mexico is full of cartel members that are, oh man, that intimidate the government, police, military, and reporters. To this day, even to the year 2017 currently. So these bad dudes, bad guys, evil people, it's us. But who's stopping them? It's also us. And again, when we deny or overlook that our neighbor, a family member, someone in our community, someone we work along with, someone we go to school with, someone sitting next to us in an Uber, in a taxi, on the bus, could be going through some sort of hardship, but you know what, I'm going to my barbecue, I'm going to a party right now, fuck that, who cares though, YOLO. We overlook that, and in doing so at times, I think that's when the villain and the hero is born, because either they could dig deep for inner strength to make shit happen, or they could give in to the darkness and be like, fuck this, man, no one cares about me, I don't give a fuck about them. Or, man, this really sucks. Be the hero and be, this really sucks, I don't want other people to feel this. I am strong enough to overcome it, and I know other people will need help overcoming it. And I like how both villains and heroes die in these shows. Because I think you gotta pay to play, and that if these shows only showed victory, I believe that would be very toxic towards the younger minds that watch this, to the younger audience. Make them believe such things that, oh, go ahead and fight crime, you will always win. Fight evil, you will always win. Fight battle, you will always win. And it's I think important when they show the training, the focus, the dedication. And it gets a bit cheesy when with the cuckoldness, when they get the relationships, and it's funny that it's funny when it's shown that certain sort of personal relationships get in the way of professionalism, and that gets to me. I still want to see a motherfucker say, you know what, hey bitch, I'm the fucking hero, I'm the Flash, I'm the Green Arrow, I'm the fucking Superman. Check yourself, ho. There's plenty of other poon in the world that's willing to let me save the world, do my thing, and have a fucking sandwich for me ready for when I get home. Not nag me about, why couldn't you have saved everyone and not hurt everyone's feelings? Kind of shit. Fuck that. Because I think when we deny our way of being, that doesn't mean straight out be a fucking savage, you know, slap some girl's ass and be like, what's up, biatch, nice ass. No. Don't do that. Because we're past that stage. We're able to communicate a lot better now. But at times I feel that many of us believe that we should be all warm and fuzzy, like some sort of Sesame Street themed life story. And again, that's toxic. I like the Batman from Tim Burton's Batman. He seemed like a fucking asshole, but he masculine, but still with personal feelings. Excuse me. And I like the Christian Bale Batman also. I dare not watch the Ben Affleck Batman and contaminate my my belief in the Cape Crusader by such a cuck. Such a fucking cuck actor. I was listening to a Jordan Peterson earlier, and he had made the comment that about therapy, that he said something like, the truth will set you free. And I've thought about my fuck-ups, my poor judgment, my reckless judgment, my sense of invincibility, of entitlement, of ignorance. I'm thinking, fuck, all these calculations have cost me a bit. They've also gained me some, but I probably could have gained a lot more had I just been aware of more stuff earlier. No, I don't want to play the blame game, just that up. take those bits off because if not, they'll smear into the paper. I lost my train of thought here. I think of some of the amazing people that I met through my life who've, I'm going to say more amazing people that I've met have have overcome tough times than coming from warm fuzzy backgrounds. And it's something like how something like hardship takes away or burns away all that dead wood, as Dr. Jordan Peterson would probably label it as, the dead wood of our ego. Be real careful not to come out of this line. I also think of some of the essays that I met, what hardships they've been through, and they've chosen the dark side. I think it was on an episode of American Greed, and one of the convicts had said that the only difference between me and you, me and the viewer, is that the viewer hasn't been caught. And I thought, man, that's I have to agree with that. Because how many of us have not really been reckless at some point in life that probably could have snowballed into greater chaos had it not been for someone else or luck. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. No. I'm heavily flawed. Just acknowledging that there are choices that we can make, or those that we care about can make, that could lead either down to a well of strength or a path of darkness. And to just keep that in mind, because well, why not? Why not? Trying to figure out where to put this one. Just like the singer right now, Tupac. You know, dude rapped about bitches, getting money, getting paid, killing his fucking enemies, but he also wrote about Dear Mama. Brenda's got a baby, single motherhood, rape, drug use, prostitution, underage prostitution. Gave us a glance at the destruction of the family. I forget what piece of shit rapper, so-called rapper or so-called artist, said some shit like he was interviewed about what he thought about I think racism or politics. He said some shit like, "We don't care about that. Just go out and buy my new album." I'm thinking, what a fucking piece of shit. At least Tupac would have said probably something like, "Fuck both these motherfuckers," you know. If you really fucking care, come back to the hood. Go eat at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and shake people's hands and listen to what they have to say. And check a motherfucker if they're right or wrong. I think only a fucking idiot would fucking not be open to information. But I think what I've learned is you can take the most thugged out motherfucker and you can still have a conversation with the motherfucker. What's up, dog? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? And come to an agreement. Especially as the age, they become more tribalistic, more family oriented.